Welcome back. You know, one of Portland's most fascinating urban legends is the story of the Shanghai Tunnels underneath Portland's central city.
Well, this morning we separate fact from fiction about the Portland Underground that was a big part of where we live.
Beneath the historic Merchant Hotel in Old Town.
These steps are our only steps. Take us down.
Portland tour guide Kevin Moore shows us Portland's seedy underbelly.
Where we're standing in it would have been its opium den.
Just a few steps away.
And this is a legitimate so-called Shanghai Tunnel in Portland.
The Shanghai Tunnels, a series of turn-of-the-century basement connections throughout Portland's central city, all the way to the waterfront.
Were people actually shanghaied through these tunnels?
Certainly, a few men were shanghaied out of these tunnels in Portland. It wasn't built for that purpose, though.
The legend is that drunken men upstairs were drugged and dropped through trap doors to the tunnels, then taken to ships in Portland's harbor, forced into a brutal slave life at sea.
Crimping or shanghaiing was quasi-legal in Portland, so there wasn't any reason for you to do it under all of this skullduggery.
The Shanghai Tunnels were actually built after Portland's Great Flood of 1894 to help drain water from basements and move goods from the waterfront to downtown businesses. They were mostly sealed off by the 1950s as police battled homelessness and crime in Portland's underground. Still, the legend of the Shanghai Tunnels endures.
You tell a story for over 100 years, and it gets fancier every time you tell the story.
So there were tunnels, people were shanghaied, but the two had little to do with each other.
Kind of watch your head.
And more, the tour guide that you saw there tells me that cities from San Francisco to Vancouver, BC have some version of the Shanghai Tunnel story. So it's not just specific to Portland.
That is fascinating, though. I mean, I've always wondered about that. So, yeah, good to know. Good to clear that up, right?
Yeah, and a lot of those tunnels are still underneath the city.
Yeah.
They're just not connected to each other.
Yeah.
The businesses have closed them off.
I think you can take like a tour, right? Like a drinking tour or something, I think. Yeah, that's what I've heard anyway. Hey, if you want to see it for yourself and hear more of the real story, connect with Portland Walking Tours. Oh, I didn't even know the script was coming up right here. Their info is on our website, coin.com. Well, there you go. There you have it right there. Walking tour.
Yeah, the other thing that I was told is that the tunnels are among the most haunted places in the city as well.
What was it like under there?
It was a little creepy.
Yeah?
But, you know, it was interesting to see them.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you see any
Up close.
rats? Was it musty?
No.
No.
Rats.
Well,
What is this, New York
I've
City?
seen rats running around.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe they're mice. I don't know, but I'm away into work.
They might have been down there. They just didn't show up while we were there.
They were scared of Ken Body.
Right.
Okay, well, let's